Another manic Monday, and the same old blues. Tired every Tuesday, and the same damn shoes. Wednesday creeping in with the bills. 9 to 5 just giving the chills. Is it really what we want? Don't you wanna see the sunrise and get high in a fantasy car? Have a little red wine and sky out down the boulevard. Tomorrow can be more than before. You only have to walk out the door and live a little more.
Non-stop rock talk with Tyson Bryden.
Welcome to Nonstop Rock Talk. This is your host, Tyson Bryden. On today's show, I'm very excited to welcome from Finnish band Shiraz Lane, Hannes Kett, Jani Laine. I hope I said that right, guys. Did I get that correct?
Very well done.
Yeah, it's correct.
Okay, good. So we're starting off right. So that's good. So now getting down to business. The band is, as mentioned, Shiraz Lane. Last Friday, I believe, in North America at least, your brand new album, the follow-up to 2022's Forgotten Shades of Life. Is that correct? It is the follow-up to that album?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Entitled In Vertigo was released. I cannot say enough positive things about this album. I have probably listened to it 10 to 20 times this week.
Oh,
Well, then I think that we did exactly what we're aiming for.
yeah.
Yeah.
So far, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is a great album, and which we'll talk about. I find myself listening to it, and then I have to listen to it again.
No.
That's what we want to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was made
Exactly.
to be played on repeat, so we managed it with our job. Yeah.
good. So going into this album, was there anything differently you wanted to achieve musically? Maybe touch on some styles within the music that you hadn't done previously. And I know once again you had worked with Per Aldheim, who is also well known for his work with bands such as Heat and Def Leppard. But going into this, was there anything you guys wanted to do differently?
Well, the way it started, just in general, was different because this time around we took a different approach to the songwriting. And 2 years ago, roughly, we started just hanging out at Jani's home studio. So mainly the songwriters for this album is the trio in Shiraz Lane. So Jani on the lead guitar, Miki on the lead rhythm guitar, and me, Hannes, on the lead vocals. And we just started hanging out, having fun, just writing songs that we felt like whatever comes out is correct. There's no wrong answers here. And we just started writing, and we realized that this new approach of working together in the studio is the way we're supposed to go, because we got limited time in our lives, and we just decided that we're going to try something different. The end result by itself, of course, is In Vertigo, the new album. We ended up writing roughly 30 demos and producing them to sound very ready before. And obviously, when we have these songs, we then took them forward to our drummer, Anna, and Joel on the bass, and then we did some rearranging. But most of the magic happened in the studio because we were able to pick apart every song in different ways. So during one session, we were able to try 4 different choruses. If it didn't work, we could write a new chorus, new chords, and just work while having fun, because we felt like at the end of the day, as a musician, you need to write music that you love yourself, and while having fun, you can really hear it on the album as well. That's why the melodies are on point. That's why all the guitar riffs and all the parts are on point, because we found a different way of working.
Yeah, but I think the key thing was, after the previous one, we wanted to make a little bit more like a straightforward songs and more hooks and choruses you can sing along straight away after hearing, once. And wanted to make an album that you want to put on repeat, or the song, all the songs work on themselves. You can repeat whatever song, and you can repeat the whole album.
And every day is different. Every day you might find a different favorite song, because it depends on the mood that you're having. And that's exactly what we were going for, because we wanted to do something that's... When our new fans find us through this album, and I know they will, I know that they're always going to switch songs, which song they're listening to the most on whichever day.
Yeah, and I think all in all, it's more uplifting.
Yeah.
All the songs and the album itself. So.
And we had a hard time, of course, choosing the songs at first because, as I said, roughly 30 demos, and then 10 songs come on the album. So lots of great songs that we left out because they just didn't fit the dynamics of what we were going for, because we definitely always take the time to choose the songs in a correct order so that it gives this roller coaster ride of emotions.
Cool. Now, I mean, for me, in listening to this album, one of the takeaways is the structuring of the songs and how they could almost be hits of other genres if they were kind of done differently. Say, for instance, there are pop production elements and musical styles that could easily equate to other forms of music. And I kind of relate that to Def Leppard Hysteria album, where Mutt Lange wanted to cross the band over to top 40. So the album, yes, it has those elements when I listen to it. Was that how it was perceived in production? Was that kind of what you guys were going for?
Yeah, I think a little bit. At least when Miki was doing like demos of these song ideas, mostly like riffs and chord changes, he usually has like a really strong mood in the riff or the song idea. So he already, because this time we did lots of demoing at the home studio. So this time it was like possible to, try out different, instruments and sounds to really like make the vibe of the song stronger with also other than guitars. But of course, the basics are always there. But now I think we wanted to experience a little bit more and like put there some strings and
even more than before,
horns and percussions and everything, because
we could.
Yeah, and the songs, I think they still serve the song.
For sure.
So it's not. I think the most important thing is that if the song needs it or could use it, you can use it, but not to force put there everything you can ever imagine. That doesn't work.
That doesn't work.
It's a fine line, but I think we found that right sweet spot.
Yeah, because like if you think about, as you mentioned, there are different elements to all these songs, and I think as an artist you need to evolve. And we've always really loved melodic music, and especially you can hear it now because as the three of us we were writing this song, we had the possibility to try out all these different things, and we ended up sometimes just having the song sound massive with lots of hooks, so many that we actually had to take some out because it was just getting too much. And that's good. Always go overboard, because you can always take a few notches back, and then that's sometimes usually where you find the sweet spot.
Yeah, and I love Hysteria and Def Leppard anyway, so it's like always an inspiration for me, at least when I go back to those albums. It's like these guys, they made a legendary album, because every time you hear it, it's like sounds fresh to you and you get really like pumped and inspired. So that's what we wanted to do also. When you listen to this album, you can take a break, and when you go back, it's like, hey, it's great. And then you play it on repeat for a couple of days.
Yeah, it's still fresh, and that's the whole idea that we had with this, because as we had the chance to experience and experiment all these things, we were able to really try out so many different ideas. So, and then we found the solutions to all these songs. So having the melodies be in center, but have all the instruments kind of like a warm blanket surrounding the melodies. This by itself gives us the opportunity to make, and I quote, simple songs without them simpler songs without them being simple, because there's lots of songwriting knowledge that we then use and within these, coming from different vowels that you use within the vocals, depending on whichever word you use. The way I always want to think about songwriting, and especially writing melodies and lyrics, is I want to be able to transmit the emotion of the melody to a listener that doesn't probably understand English. So they can listen to our song, sing along without understanding what I'm singing, but they can feel it in their heart. If that happens, then I've done something correct, and that's what we always try to do. And we have lots of fun times playing around with all these different elements to be able to achieve this.
Well, I mean, when did you actually complete the album?
It was summer, right?
Yeah, during this summer actually. Yeah. So it's like half of the album it's pretty recent.
Yeah.
But the first 4 songs we actually recorded already back last year. Yeah. and then we were searching for the right label to release the album, and then when we clicked the deal with the Frontiers, then we actually finished the rest of the songs and figure out, okay, what type of songs we still need or want to put on the album. Then we recorded this spring the rest of the songs, and it was mastered in June, I think. Yeah.
Is it sometimes hard when you do an album and you're excited about it and you just want to get it out there?
I can say every single time it feels surreal that for us that the album is now out. I actually took a few steps back after we finished recording it, because we'd been within the flow of working on the album for like a year and a half. So I took a few steps back so that now as the album released, I was able to listen to myself by myself as well and really experience it in a different way instead of looking at it like from an analytics perspective and just enjoy the music by itself. Yeah. I try to enjoy it as a fan would, because we love the songs, and because I actually didn't listen to the songs for a couple of months, when I now heard it on Friday, it just felt amazing, and I could enjoy it as a fan, not only as a part of the band.
Yeah, and it's quite much work actually to get everything done and go through every mix of every song and version, and everything like production details and what thing should be on which level. So it's actually a relief now when everything is done. And I also took a little bit of distance after the mastering, so now it's fresh and feels fresh also for my ears.
And being able to play these songs live, it feels amazing. Just
like that.
I have no words to describe the energies that I feel on stage. Just this past Saturday, we had album release party here in Finland, in Helsinki, and seeing the crowd sing along with the new songs and being extremely excited. Wow, that's the feeling we live for.
That's amazing. Now, with all that said, the video for Live a Little More. And by the way, I played this song for my girlfriend on a last weekend in the car, and I didn't tell her what it was, and she turned around and she said, "What is this song?" So
awesome, cool.
Yeah, so she really liked it. She thought it was really cool. I said, "Listen to that chorus; it's like so catchy." So, but I mean, getting back to the video, it looks great. Was that filmed in Finland?
In Helsinki. We explored different parts of Helsinki. And actually, we got some fun comments of this. Some people said the singer looks really bored. And the reason being because I had pneumonia and I was still recovering for me just to walk and lip sync the lyrics was like running a marathon. And I'm very grateful because then the guys, on the other hand, they look like rock and roll gods. So there was a great two sides of a coin there on the video. It was awesome.
That's cool. I mean, I loved the opening sequence of like the city. That looked so cool. And then it goes to the band of playing, right? And that looks amazing. And I love the scene where you guys are in the car.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, why the singer's in the back seat?
I'm not gonna drive. The guy, he's the only one who doesn't have a driver's license, so that's why.
No. I have other things to do than drive.
Yeah, but that's why. But I think it kind of sums up the whole song that it's like, and we're a band of brothers and we're a bunch. So we figure out, we filmed all these scenes at the different locations apart from each other. So we're like, okay, with the last chorus, we need to, be in the same car and,
and it was the first time we saw, I think the first time we all saw each other in like 2 months or something like that.
Because we had to take a little break because he got sick, so we missed a couple of shows. So it was like a month, 1 month break or a little bit more.
Yeah, but it was fantastic. And you can see the happiness in us. And it was, as always, it is with us. We've been together we played our first show 2011, but so we've been together for half of our lives pretty much. And the excitement and the goofiness is always there. So after the first 5 seconds in the car together, one of us says a very raunchy joke and we all laugh and have fun. And you can really see on that as well.
And I mean, I loved, there is an element in that song that I thought was so cool, the slide guitar solo.
Oh, yes.
It almost has like this Goo Goo Dolls 90s feel to it, and it fits perfect because it's not what you expect in that song.
Yeah, and you said it, Goo Goo Dolls, and I think a couple of others from 90s especially. It was actually my inspiration to do a slide solo because I was doing this type of strumming thing at home, and then I started figuring out what type of chorus and everything should there be and what type of sound. Okay, let's put in some guitars, like a heavy guitars on the chorus, but I've always loved those slide solos.
Yeah,
and that some 90s songs, and actually the Goo Goo Dolls one, it's really great. So I was like, hey, why wouldn't I put it there myself also? So that was actually the inspiration where it came from. But it kind of has a different vibe compared to basic guitar solo, kind of really emotional, and I think it fits the song. It's a little bit surprising, as you said.
I think what I've always loved about Jani's solos are that I think a guitar solo should have a story by itself as a part of the song, so it should be its own chorus, and that's something I always felt Jani is a master of, bringing his own story within the song. And that's when I remember when I heard the solo for the first time, I got goosebumps and tears in my eyes because it just felt so good.
Yeah, and it's actually the one is on the recording actually from the demo I did, because our producer I was like, I can record it, I can copy it, the same things, but no, it's good. Just send me the tracks from the demo.
It's perfect.
Oh, really?
Perfect already.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh, it's. I mean, it's not, like I said. It's surprising because I think a lot of guitar players would take it to a different element where they would they'd want to more rock it out than have this amazing. I guess it's kind of emotional, slide sounding thing and it really adds to the depth of that song.
Yeah, that was the idea, and a key thing that I wanted to put there.
I fully agree.
Yeah.
Now, Stone Cold Lover, amazing song. It's catchy.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that arena rock hit. Have you done this one live?
Oh yeah. We actually played it now Saturday, and it felt amazing.
It worked really well.
Yeah, it did what it's supposed to do. It was just. I remember actually we were writing that. It was not the early sessions. I think something in between of the early-ish sessions. We just felt like this is something. This song has something different. It's got potential, and we just kept on working at it with it. And then from the demo that we had, we actually decided to cut some parts out and just go with the combination, having the riff, the heavy riff, and then just have vocals with the right kind of expression to it to give it the
vocal breaks with the drum and bass, and then the guitar with
give it the right kind of quality. And the way I've always said about this song ever since we started writing it is that this is a song that should be played in NHL, in NBA, in WWE. This is a song that should be pushed into those markets because it's written to be a great hit in those kinds of shows.
Yeah, and I remember we were really figuring out the chorus to that one, and the vocal theme.
Mm-hmm.
And it took I think it was almost an hour, and everybody was just silent, thinking about it. I played the chorus once in a while with the guitars and everything. And then all of a sudden you were like, oh my God, we felt the melody, and we're everybody was like,
that's it. That's it.
There. Yeah.
That's what we're going for. And then, as I am a huge WWE show wrestling fan ever since I was a kid, I was supposed to be a WWE champion or a rock star, and music chose me. So I felt like, okay, Stone Cold Lover, Stone Cold Steve Austin is obviously one of the biggest stars ever in that sport. And so I felt like, cool. What a perfect time to give a tribute to one of the biggest stars of my childhood through this song as well. And that was such a great song to just have fun with while writing it. Then, the end result is here. The perfect starting song for In Vertigo.
That would be so cool if a wrestler came out to that song and it was Stone Cold. Wouldn't that? I'm totally with you on that. Yeah. And you mentioned the hockey arena thing too. I think that song would be perfect in an arena too, or NBA, whatever you want to call
personally,
it.
If I could choose, I would choose NHL because obviously in Finland ice hockey is quite big. So within our band, me and Miki, we really love following what happens in NHL. And actually, the last time we went to the Monsters of Rock cruise, we were able to go see Florida play against Buffalo.
Yeah.
That was
really cool.
That was really, really cool. One of our dreams come true. It was amazing.
It's funny. Hockey has seemed to come up in my last 3 episodes I have done. And it's fun. Like last week, it was a gentleman from Sweden, from Andy and the Rockets. And we were talking hockey. And it's just kind of going that way lately, which I love because, I mean, being Canadian, hockey is...
Exactly.
But it's everything here in Sweden and in Finland.
Yeah.
Also.
And we always have...
There's Nordic countries.
Oh, yeah. We always have, it's always been Finland against Sweden. And whenever we play against each other, that's a good time. It's kind of like when the Canadians play against USA in the Olympics.
Oh, yeah.
That's like that kind of level of intensity. It's really cool.
Well, we do not like to lose to the Americans in hockey.
Why would you?
Ever. Ever. You know, and it's funny in Canada, when we lose to the Americans, they're like, the media's like, what is going on with our hockey program?
Yeah.
You know, so
just
that's
pumping
cool.
out superstars every year, but yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, in terms, and I know I'm getting off topic a little bit, who is the greatest Finnish hockey player ever?
I think the most respected definitely is Teemu Selänen. It's got to be because he changed the game for us Finns, but of course we got other legends as well. But Teemu Selänen definitely is the one. Now, if you look at it, future legends, we got, of course, Mikko Rantanen right now playing in Dallas Stars, just amazing. But I think also Sasha Barkov will be one of the, if not the best to ever do it from Finland. Of course, we were used to be known for all the goalies that we've had.
That's true.
So he played in Calgary, right? And then we got Pekkarinen, we got all these legends that have already, retired, unfortunately, but they retired. So we got lots of great ones, but I think we're stalling a bit when it comes to creating new talents, and that's why we have to look at our hockey system in general. We got this national league, and then we got the level below, and there's not enough transition between teams of the two because of financial reasons. Kind of like you have NHL, AHL, but AHL level is like a light years away from what we've got here in the Finnish national series. So
that's cool. Well, I live in Oshawa. So are you familiar with OHL?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So the Oshawa Generals are right up the street from me. So
that's cool.
John Tavares played here, and Eric Lindros and Bobby Orr. So there's lots of history in Oshawa for hockey.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, so sorry I got on the hockey thing.
Yeah,
thanks for talking hockey, guys.
It's all about having great discussions when it comes to these things.
Exactly.
For once, I get to also do this.
Cool. So let's go to The Ray of Light. That's a very different song. It rocks out, but the elements within are there's a lot of texture there. The mood it creates allows this great build up. It moves in different directions with the guitar. There's the guitar line following the vocals in the one spot, and then it goes in, which is so cool. It sounds amazing. Kind of tell me about the structuring of this track.
It was actually one of the last songs that I think we wrote for the album.
Yeah, Harp. I think vocally was the last one that actually turned out.
Yeah,
that we finished in the studio actually on the last day.
It was the last day, and I had 4 hours to record everything, including the huge backing vocal harmonies and the ad-libs that you can hear on the song. I actually recorded with all my clothes on because I had to leave for the airport. So you can, I was just jamming around. I felt like I need the ad-libs here. I have nothing planned. Just push play. I'll show you what I'm going to do. And I did it in 1 second. And then that's fucking perfect. Hug with Pat. Thank you. See you later. Then I left.
But the main instrumental version was one of the first ones actually that was ready. But we tried a couple of different vocal things there, but didn't feel like it was ready. But when we play, every time we played it together or just the instrumental, we felt it's like there's something special to it because the mood was so great and it was just really cool and emotional. So
we wanted to have it.
We took a little bit of a risk. Yeah. Recorded it in the studio, and with our producer, they finished vocals. And it turned out really great. It has also some drive.
Lots of drive and emotion.
It's not like a ballad, but it has like a depth to it. So.
And because when it comes to Shiraz Lane and my vocals and lyrics, which we, for the most part, write with Mickey together, with this song, I had a completely different theme. I was working through the passing of my grandmother, who was the most important person in my life. And I was working through that, and it was really, really sad and dark, and there was no hope to be found there. But then, as time went on, I felt like this is not what I want to sing about. This is not the way I remember her. And so wanted to change it up for a different theme with this song, and then I actually used the theme with the sadness for the last song, Brand New Day, because there I'm singing about the sadness of losing someone. But I was also able to add to that song that actually there is a brand new day, and one day you will see the sun through the clouds, and it's going to shine my way. And with this ray of light, it's got the similar theme, but from a different perspective.
Yeah, I think it's a great lyric theme that you can awesome. Really need. You can find the things.
I don't believe that.
You.
Yeah, that's been a common theme from Shiraz Lane always, because it's like a diary, and these are things that I actually tell myself. So these are things I've gone through, and these are things that I want to sing about, so I can then, through our music, also help people that have been in similar situations, and to kind of be like a helping hand for them musically. Yeah. And I get lots of messages regarding this. People sending me thank you notes because they decided not to kill themselves because they somehow found this and that song.
Oh, that's
and I mean, I'm literally grateful that I'm able to make a change for the better through doing what I do. What we do is amazing.
That's awesome. Now on Sayonara Love, you guys use Talkbox? Is that a Talkbox?
Yeah, it's there, and it's actually a funny story because it was in our mind that in the demo and the production, it was like with the normal guitar, probably with the wah, but we recorded the normal guitar riffs and everything, and we're like, this really would, need a talk box. So our producer was I'll call to the music store and I'll get us one, because he'd been thinking about getting talk box quite a while. So it took like half an hour. We got the talk box, and it was actually really fun to play with it, because
you'd never used it before?
Sorry?
You'd never used one before? Did you do the part?
Yeah, we did it. Yeah, I did. Yeah, it was actually fun to play with it, but it's kind of weird at the same time.
It is weird, and I can relate to it because I play, and I play in a Bon Jovi tribute band over here. So I use the Talkbox. So as soon as I hear it on music, I'm like, I have to ask about it because so I totally understand what you're saying. Like, it is a weird thing. People ask me a lot of questions about it when they see you using it. They're like, how does the sound come out and how does it work? It's a cool thing, right?
And it was really surprised because I thought you would run it through the actual amp, but it's the small amp that makes the sound. I was like, whoa, what the hell?
I know.
It's only with like two knobs, like a drive and, tone and volume.
Did it have a drive on it like that one did? Mine doesn't.
It actually had drive, yeah.
Oh, really, eh? Huh. Yeah. Do you know what, just out of curiosity, do you know what brand it was?
I'm not actually sure. Probably like Dunlop, maybe, or...
Okay.
I'm not sure.
I know.
Sure. But you can check it out from DLX Music Sweden. I think you could probably find it from the website. So.
Okay, cool. Now, in terms of physical copies for the album, the album is indeed available on vinyl. Yeah. There's a white and there's also a gold, which they both look amazing. Yeah. There's CDs. Did you guys get copies from Frontiers?
Yeah, actually, we have it there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's our first vinyl ever so far. Finally, we were able to pursue this and actually persuade them to understand
the one.
Yeah, it's the CD. Oh, it's like a blur.
That's okay.
And here is the LP.
Oh, there it is. Is that the white one or the gold?
Come on now. There we go.
Oh, that cover looks amazing.
And it's also pretty cool. You can,
Oh, it's a gatefold too.
Oh yeah, they have all the
That's-
lyrics there as well for other people that listen to me singing and don't understand me. They can check it out. Well, I'm very happy that we were able to persuade Frontiers to finally have an LP with us because that's something that's really cool. And every single time we put an album out, the artwork is made for an LP. So finally it's here.
That's cool. Now there is also Frontiers has a kid album package as well, which is like the album with a bunch of stuff in it. It's got, maybe you guys can explain it a little bit better than I can.
Yeah, I was actually looking like through the description that what is it actually about, because someone asked and I was like, I didn't heard about that thing ever. But it's I think it's like you can get like a digital download with the highest quality, and then there's like a band photos, lyric sheets, and some stickers and
cool.
some small merch stuff there. Inside like a special box. It's not like a CD box. It's I think a little bit bigger.
Lots of accessories there. Yeah.
But I think
So you guys haven't seen it?
Yeah, it's
Pardon?
like a whole experience.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it looks awesome. I mean, I was on the Frontiers US site today, and there's a ton of of packages of stuff, and it looked awesome. And then I was actually thinking about purchasing the collector's bundle, which is the CD, the white album, that kid album, and the T-shirt. And it's only like, well, it's expensive, but it was $124 US, which in Canadian dollars is probably $250. But it's. And I'm joking, but that looks amazing too. So they've done.
There's lots of cool stuff there. I'm very happy that
super cool.
that now, because to be honest, the fact that our fans buy the merch, that's how we are able to then pay for the next album. That's the way it works. And of course, coming to the live shows and buying merch from us during the shows, that's where the real money is for artists like us. But every penny, every cent that you send our way, it's more than appreciated. And that's why we're still able to do this in our own terms. This is the way it goes.
Yeah. Now, I mean, we just looked at the album cover, but do you guys design that album cover?
Yeah, so the idea for the album cover came from a jacket that I have for the Dangerous music video. So on the Dangerous music video, you can see the Shiraz Lane eye. And that's actually an idea that I got from way, way, way back. During our second album, we had a Crew T-shirt with a sun and within it. And I felt like, okay, I'm going to combine these ideas. And then as I had the jacket, I felt like this is a strong theme. So, of course, then I took it forward to Joel, our bassist, who's mostly the one who creates all these visual things for Shiraz Lane. Also with this album combined with Miki. So Miki was a part of the discussions a lot as well. And of course, all of us, if we have something to say. But for the album cover, Joel did a great job with Miki coming up with the concept. And I think it really fits the album and by itself, everything that the album stands for.
Yeah, we've always done our album covers by ourselves. And also all the single covers that we have on the digital services is made by Joel.
Yeah.
So it's really cool.
Well, it's I mean, and I'm gonna admit this. I was not familiar with the band at all until
welcome to the family.
Yeah. Well, and thank you. Frontiers John Freeman had sent me the advance of it, and I saw the cover, and I was like, I don't know this band, and so I listened to the album, and that was it. And then I reached out and said, you know what, I love this album. So anyways, I've been going on Amazon trying to find the other releases, and the only other one that is available was the last album, and everything else it's on streaming, and I was able to listen to it there. But I am a physical guy, so I will probably hunt everything down.
Oh yeah, there will be releases in the future as well.
And the first two albums we actually made with Frontier, so I think we should make some re-releases and probably LPs from those as well.
Yeah. for sure.
So now
that's-
it's almost going to be like a 10 years from the first record and from Carnival Days, which is like our a really important album for us. So I think when it's like a 10-year anniversary for that one, I think we're gonna probably like press some new
We will.
CDs and also
See the
that
merchandise and LP.
vinyl would be like a perfect for that album as well.
That's awesome. Well, I will watch out for those. And anyways, guys, I want to thank you so much. Is there anything you'd like to add before I let you go?
Just thank you so very much for the support. And you being Canadian, we've been to Toronto once, and we're hoping to come back to Canada one day. And just in general, just to tour all around the world. With this album, as it's released, we're going to play some shows here in Finland. If you're interested, keep your eyes out. We're going to do some dates in Europe as well next year, which will be announced later, and possibly do some touring. That's all out for grabs. We're looking for the right bands to play with. And when it comes to stateside in Canada, we'd love to come there. We just need to find the right bands to perform with. But all in all, just thank you for the support. We're here.
And check out the new album, of course.
Exactly. We're here. Fourth album is out now. We are proud of this baby. We feel like this is the best we've done so far. And the journey continues.
Well, hopefully, once this gets posted, it'll spread the word a little bit more in North America, and
Definitely.
you guys will. Because I mean, I will speak very highly of this to friends and people on my podcast and whatnot.
Thank you very much.
So I wish you guys all the best with it, and hopefully I will see you in Toronto, and hopefully we will get to speak again.
No, I'm sure we'll at some point. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks, guys. Have a great day.
Take it easy. Peace.
You too. Peace. Take care.
Take care. Bye.
Bye-bye.